Out of the territories lost in the Sugauli Treaty, Nepal later regained a large part of the Terai. When the British fought against Nepal, they were deeply afraid of the bravery of the Gorkhalis. There was a great disparity in Britain's war against Nepal. Gorkhali had a total of 12,000 troops while the British had 52,000 troops. In the name of weapons, Gorkhali had some cannons made of leather and dalit besides kukuri. On the other hand, the British were equipped with modern weapons. Despite this, Gorkhali fought the war for almost a year. Although the war against Nepal was won, probably Britain thought that at any time in the future, brave Gorkhali would take revenge for this defeat. Another thing is that if Gorkhali can be captured, it will help the British to expand their empire. With this intention, it is said that in one of the clauses of the Sugauli Treaty, Nepalis can join the British army. It may be due to these two reasons. Britain wanted to improve relations with Nepal, and for this they sent a proposal to return the Terai from Koshi to Rapti to Nepal. Accepting the offer sent on December 8, 1816, the British appeared to be saddened by the loss of Nepal's large land, and 3 days later, on December 11, the King of Nepal sent a reply with a confession. In 1857, there was a soldier revolt against the British colony in Lucknow, India. Indians consider it as the first battle for freedom. It was very difficult for the British to suppress the rebellion of the Indian citizens who were in the British army. Nepal's Prime Minister Jung Bahadur Rana had already offered to help suppress the rebellion, but the British did not agree. Later, when it was very difficult to suppress the rebels, they appealed to the Prime Minister of Nepal, Jung Bahadur. Then Jung Bahadur took Gorkha soldiers and suppressed the Lucknow soldier rebellion. The British was pleased with this and asked, "What do you want in return?" Jung Bahadur immediately replied, "I want back the land lost by Nepal through the Sugauli Treaty." Although they gave a positive reply at first, the British later returned only 4 districts: Bank, Bardya, Kailali and Kanchanpur. A treaty was signed between Nepal and the British in 1860 on this matter. In this way, according to the current map, Nepal from Mechi to Mahakali has been prepared. When Nepal expanded, its area was 204,917 square kilometers, while the current area is 147,516 square kilometers. We have lost nearly 60,000 square kilometers of territory from the Sugauli Treaty, except for the return later. Gorkha soldiers played an important role in helping Britain win the First World War. Because of this, the British wanted to reward Nepal. It must have been in the year 1919, when Chandrashamshar Rana, then Prime Minister of Nepal, was visiting India. The British asked Chandrashamshar in the style of, "What are you asking for?" Chandrashamshar also asked for the land of Nepal, which they lost in the Sugauli Treaty. However, Sarai, the brother of the British governor, flatly refused to return the Nepalese land and offered to give 10 lakh rupees per year to Nepal instead of the Nepalese land. There is no mention of how long that amount will be given. 10 lakh rupees was a big amount in those days. So Chandrashamshar accepted the offer. The Second World War took place during the time of Nepal's Prime Minister Jutta Shamsher Rana. Again, appreciating Gorkhali's contribution, Britain added 10 lakh rupees to the amount given earlier. In this way, Nepal started getting 2 million rupees from Britain every year. Economist Rameshwar Kanal has said in an interview some time ago that Britain would give that amount even till 1958. However, it is also said that the amount is deposited in the personal accounts of the Ranas. During the Rana period, Nepal got a chance to take back the land lost from the Sugauli Treaty. However, the Rana missed the chance. After the British left India and Pakistan as independent countries, Damar Singh Gurung from Darjeeling came with a proposal to the Ranas. He said to the Ranas, "The British are leaving, now Darjeeling should be annexed to Nepal." At that time, Congress was protesting against Rana. Gurung also suggested to the Congress, don't pay attention to the fight against the Rana, and first take back the land that was taken away from the Sugauli Treaty. After the return of Nepal's land, we will defeat the Ranas in one day with 25,000 ex-Gorkali troops. Congress leader B.P. Koirala conveyed Damarsingh Gurung's proposal to India's Jawaharlal Nehru. Then Jawaharlal Nehru started to pressure the Ranas. Although they threatened to stop your money in Indian banks, the Ranas sent Tulsimahar to India to discuss this matter with Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi said, okay, the land taken away from the Sugauli Treaty is yours, you can ask for it. But, have you thought that the Nepalese who joined the movement to expel the British from India will also expel you? Many Nepalese were also involved in the Indian independence movement. By pointing towards them, Gandhi gave an indirect warning to the Ranas of Nepal. It seems that due to the fear of losing their power, the Ranas finally did not take up the effort to take back the territory of Nepal that was taken away from the Sugauli Treaty. Historian Purushottam Rana has said that the British themselves sent a message saying, we are leaving India, you claim your land, 3 times. They also said that if Nepal needs a port, we will give it to Chittagong in Bangladesh. However, Gandhi and Nehru conspired to make this issue so moot.